We are back with more What's Now. I had the opportunity to speak with Jo Frost. She is the Supernanny parenting whiz, child expert. They have a new season of Supernanny coming up, and I spoke all about that season as well as how to parent kids with special needs, mental illness, and much more. Check it out.
This is Christine Napier from Park City Television, and today I have the honor of talking to the Supernanny, Jo Frost. She is the original authority on childcare. She is coming to us with the groundbreaking, award-winning, and beloved series. It is back to help more generation of families. It is Supernanny. Jo, thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me a little bit about the new series, the new Supernanny.
It's a must-watch. It's
Yes.
just plain and simple as that. There are so many families, Christine, that need help, and that's never really gone away. From the first time many American families watched me helping, and we had the opportunity to take a peek into the lives of so many families. And this season we have the opportunity to really take a look at families who have those that are deployed in the field, first responders, families who are living with mental illness, families who are overcoming parental challenges of maybe having a new addition in the home, blended families, different dynamics of family and what that means to us, and really looking at being able to take a close look and listen to children so they have the opportunity to express how they feel, what their concerns are, and how I work with families to bridge the gap between parent and child, and those little wonderful baby steps that we take moving forward so that the household and the family are in a much better place than what they were when I arrived. And it's been a wonderful opportunity to travel around America again and to help families in this capacity. There's a lot of love from so many families that are pleased that I'm back, being able to go door to door and to surprise them with, I'm here and let's do the work and let's make a difference to your family. And what I'm really hoping is that people will tune in every week and they will learn and they will enjoy and they will relate, and that they will, as always, be emotionally invested in the families, rooting for them to be in a much better space. And let's face it, we could all do with the help right now, couldn't we?
Oh, absolutely, and I have no doubt that people will be tuning in. It's always impressive to watch how you tackle each individual situation, and how do you approach when you're meeting a family and meeting a child? How do you find different ways to really meet their individual needs, especially when you're dealing with mental illness and depression and severe anxiety?
To listen, and with compassion and with empathy for these families. They're very brave, they need the help. And in helping themselves, they help millions who watch around the world. And it really is about being able to truly listen to what they need, and to be able to work out with the days that I have with them how we're going to take baby steps forward so that it's not too overwhelming for them. But I always tend to know from my experience and wisdom exactly where I can push a family where they need to go, and also at the same time cradle a family at those moments that become very emotionally overwhelming for them. But it's with the compassion. I love to do what I do. It's my vocational work. It's an absolute honor to be able to be given the privilege to go to people's homes, right, and to help them at their time when they're feeling the most vulnerable, and to be able to see them in a different space when I leave. And that never gets old when you're able to help a family accomplish what they so desperately needed your help for.
Which you are so good at. What do you think has made you so wise and so able to approach a situation but look at it kind of with that perspective that is so needed, that's hard to have when you are a parent and you're so emotionally attached?
Well, I think it is important when you are emotionally attached. I think it's important to step back and to review and to put things into perspective. And sometimes, you do have to use the logic of your head, even when your heart's also telling you one thing. But I think it's important to be able to teach families how to listen to that intuitive voice as well, you know, and we can only do that when we can spend the time to be present, to connect with our families. And that's exactly what these families do. They take the time to be with me through this journey, to connect and to truly be present and mindful. And for that, they identify where their true core challenges lie, and with my expertise, how they will overcome those hurdles that are in front of them. But for myself, it's definitely 30 years of being in this field. I can say it's the makeup of who I am as well. You know, I'm very intuitive, empathic. I certainly, you know, love to do what I do as well. And I think that makes such a huge difference when you're able to really, you know, work alongside a family at their most troubled. And I'm glad that I have the opportunity to be able to do that, because it's very spiritually rewarding.
It's always a pleasure to watch you. Tell me a little bit about this new series. When can we watch it?
Well, you're going to be watching it at 10 o'clock every Wednesday on the Lifetime channel. And you're going to have the unique opportunity to actually watch a family with different challenges personally and also as a family as well. So it's a much greater depth in which we will take a look at families and learn from them and relate to them, whether that's a blended family, or whether it's a military family that we will see, and how the mother copes with having postpartum depression with so many children to look after and feeling very isolated and alone. It could be how we handle grief. We certainly will be taking a look at families who have been touched by tragedy and loss of a family member. Also taking a look at families who are working and bringing couples together, married couples together, where they've really not felt on the same page, and it's caused a lot of disarray within the family dynamic. So there are many different circumstances we will be taking a very close look at, and I'm hoping the education and certainly the journey of this family's process will really be very rewarding and inspiring for many families who will watch.
Well, it absolutely will be. Jo, it is a pleasure talking with you today and watching you through the years. Very excited for this new series.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.